Hey everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'm Valk. I'm gonna get right to the point. If I sound froggy or I have to cough or anything, I am recovering from COVID-19. That's unfortunately been something that's happening. I'm feeling alright, but might have a little bit throat clearing or something here and there. We'll see. We're gonna try this first things first. We're gonna try and get Felix to promote into Immortal Savant. 50% odds. Let's see. Lost the coin flip. Okay. Really not a huge deal. We can do it later. Let's do a couple supports really quick. I don't think we need to do anything with Claude. Raphael and Lysithea can do theirs.
Where is that darn ladder?
Need help with something, Lysithea?
I can't find the ladder anywhere, and I needed to check out the books up on that top shelf.
Want me to just grab one for you?
No, I need to be able to dig around myself.
No problem. You can sit on my shoulders instead. Up you go.
Hang on a sec. That's not...
Oh no.
I hope nobody saw that. Anyway, thank you. That was helpful. I can't believe how many fantastic books were hidden just out of reach up there. Thanks for being so patient while I
We need to
rummaged.
buy you some platform shoes.
No problem at all. It was my pleasure.
Hey, Raphael. You're always extra nice to me. Is it because I remind you of your sister Maya?
Yeah. I can't help but think about her whenever I see you around. We lost our parents when she was still real little. So, she never had adults around to do stuff for her. That's probably why she grew up to be the kind of kid who wants to do everything on her own.
That's certainly something I can relate to.
I keep telling her that it's okay to rely on her big bro a little bit. Like, when there's stuff she can't do because she's too small. She just needs to ask someone bigger to do it. I told her that she could help me when I'm having trouble with stuff too. Then we would be even.
Young or old, we can all help one another out. We each have our strengths and weaknesses. Receiving help and providing help in return. It sounds so simple, really.
It is simple. Yeah.
I knew you'd get it.
I do. And I hope you understand that you can come to me for help too, Raphael. I can't be the only one receiving aid. It makes me feel incompetent and like a kid. I hate that.
All right then. You could help me clean up my room.
I bet it's a disaster knowing you. I'll help
Her
you on that
sleeve
front,
clipped there
but
really
I've got
badly.
some rules on how to keep things tidy. You'll need to listen up.
If you could help with the actual tidying, that would probably be better. No need to bother with rules. I don't really do so good with remembering the complicated stuff. Oh! I got an idea. It would be even better if you could just come by and tidy up from now on.
Uh-oh.
If you keep helping me, then I can help you whenever you need it. No guilt.
Whenever I need it, huh? How long does that offer hold?
From now on. Like for always. I don't know what's so difficult to understand.
For always sounds nice. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but apparently you've been conscripted to a lifetime of maid service, so, you know, careful on that front, I guess. Let's do this one. This one, yes?
Bernadetta, if you have a moment, I would like to discuss what happened before.
My nemesis! The hour of fate arrives. Help!
I am not here to hurt you. You need not even open the door. Just listen to me.
I don't have to open the door? Is this a truce? Okay. I like truces.
Thank you. I would like to apologize for sticking my nose into your business the way I did. I thought you might be unhappy all cooped up in there, and that maybe I could help. But I've had time to reflect on what you said, and I realize I was mistaken.
Oh, thanks for caring, but I'm fine, actually.
I see that. I suppose that is what I'm trying to say. I should not have pushed you to do something that you did not wish to do. And for me to frighten you like that? That was unbecoming conduct for a noble.
Maybe a little bit.
Frankly, I am embarrassed by my behavior. I disgraced myself. As for my injury, you need not feel guilty or afraid. The sprain was a result of my own thoughtlessness, not anything you did. I have always strived to be a good person. But I suppose all that striving was for nothing. I have failed in my duty as a noble.
Ferdinand?
Yes, Bernadetta?
I don't really know much about this sort of thing. But you shouldn't say things like that about yourself. It wasn't all your fault, you know? I'm to blame too. I hurt you. And I'm sorry.
Really, it is fine. It healed quickly.
And it wasn't for nothing either.
I am not so sure.
I do like my time alone. Actually, it's more of a need. But you're right. I also need to venture out every once in a while. Maybe if I work as hard as you do, I can try it a little more.
Yes, keep working at it. You are already much more outgoing than you used to be.
When I mess up, or even when it's just a bad day, it's hard for me to step outside. I'm too scared. But the next day, I try again. Because I know that one mistake doesn't ruin everything. So you're still... I mean, just because you... That doesn't mean... I don't know how to put it. But that's how it is. So, the end.
What a graceful end to the conversation.
Hey! Come on, that was serious! At least I got you to laugh.
I really like that. It's cute. They can be nice friends. Sure.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
I'm really sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have called you scary. Even if, you are. I said it again. I'm sorry.
It is nothing I haven't heard before. I am well aware of my austere nature, and I am accustomed to the commentary it brings. I do confess, however, that I was slightly hurt to see you flee from me in such abject terror.
Don't be sad. I'll never do it again. I promise. But, I've been wondering, were you really writing a farewell letter?
Ah, that. No, actually. I was composing a fable centered around Saint Indec.
Well, that's her crest.
I didn't know you wrote fables. But what's it about?
Saint Indec, one of the four saints. He was an extraordinarily shy person.
Gee,
It
weird.
is said that he spent most of his life in solitude, unable to open his heart to anyone.
And now he's a turtle.
I like him already.
He was, after all, a man who hid himself away at the bottom of a lake.
What's that about a lake?
Nothing. Now, something else to know about Saint
Okay,
Indec is
Chickle.
that he had incredible skill with his hands. And that skill made him beloved by the people because he constantly applied it to their benefit.
So did Seth know that Indec's been a giant turtle just chilling at the bottom of a lake for ages with the inexhaustible?
The moral of the story is that shortcomings can be made up for with talent and kindness.
I like it. But I don't have any talents like that. I can't even imagine being that helpful to people. Saint Indec must have been really gifted.
Don't be so quick to dismiss your abilities. You and he are actually alike in more ways than one. You possess Indec's crest, after all, do you not?
Yes, I do. You really think we're alike? Now I want to know all about him. Do you think I could read your fable? When it's done.
Absolutely. Indec's example is something that we can all learn from.
Thanks so much. I'm excited to see it.
I've been finding Seth's supports honestly pretty interesting just because of how he is, you know. Got a B support with Hilda. Okay.
Oh, it's Sedith. I'd better slip away before he...
Ah, I see you are indulging in a bit of reading. You are fond of books, I take it?
Yes, reading's one of my favorite pastimes. I was just finishing up, actually, so I think I'll...
That is most fortuitous.
Oh no.
Fortuitous? How do you figure?
Come with me. I have a story to share with you. Once upon a time, deep in the cold mountains, there lived a lazy fox and an industrious squirrel. The squirrel worked tirelessly all day long, while the fox did nothing but lounge around and play. When autumn came, the squirrel hurriedly gathered up acorns for the winter. But the fox continued to
Hilda the
play
fox.
without a care. A biting winter fell upon the land. The mountains, caked in snow, concealed all nourishment from sight. The hungry fox went to the squirrel's dwelling, but the squirrel had locked up tight and gone to sleep. Every so often, the squirrel would wake, enjoy a nibble of an acorn, and then return to an easy slumber.
The fox died.
The fox, on the other hand, with nowhere else to turn, was forced to scrounge for food in the bitter cold of the forest. Forlorn and hungry, he wandered in solitude all through the winter, until spring came once more. And so it is to this very day that foxes are denied the comforts of hibernation.
Ah, I really learned something about foxes. I read lots of fairy tales like that when I was little. But the lazy fox and the industrious squirrel, huh? That one I don't think I've heard before.
That is not surprising, considering I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it?
I did. When Flame was young, she loved fairy tales more than anything. I would read them to her often. This one, however, is a more recent creation. I wrote it for the benefit of the children in the monastery. So, what do you think? I'm curious to hear what sort of impression it made on you.
It's so cute.
You found it to be cute?
I'm recording a video. That's okay.
I can just see it now. You writing fairy tales for your little sister. That's just the cutest thing. Honestly, to me, you usually come across as stern and overly perceptive. But now I know you have a sweet side, too. I feel like I'm seeing you in a whole new light.
That is not what I was hoping to hear.
My lovely fiance came to the room. We've had to quarantine from each other because of the aforementioned COVID-19, so it's not been a lovely time, unfortunately.
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been very curious. How did you end up enrolled at the academy anyway?
Samson, why you gotta punch doors, homie? Why you gotta punch doors, doggy? Oh god.
I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling as well.
So I was gonna go try and get a husband, obviously.
With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go
Well, the
anywhere
Dorothea's
else?
bi, so she would have also been happy to end up with Alucard.
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
There have been good people, definitely. But as for my future, we'll see. It's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
Okay, one more, I think. There's more than I thought there were. Oh, yeah. Okay, this one.
I should head back.
Finished with your training, Miss Marianne?
Oh, Professor Henneman. Yes, I've just finished training for the day.
You have merely completed the exercises assigned to you, yes? Nothing more? Or am I wrong?
Yes. I'm sorry. I should have done more.
No, please. You've done as you were asked. Quite solid work, child. I simply wish to ask a question.
Oh no, I forgot.
You possess a crest, do you
She's
not?
got the crest of the beasts.
When you entered the Officers' Academy, your father submitted a request to the monastery, as well as a significant donation. Your father asked that your crest not be confirmed, under any circumstances. At first, I thought he did not want the world to know that his daughter bore no crest. In your father's position as a newly minted noble, it would be most advantageous for his daughter to possess a crest, you see. However, I am now certain I was wrong. I believe you do, in fact, possess a crest of some sort.
How did you find out?
I have been called the Father of Crestology, which is a bit of an ostentatious title, I admit. However, a brief period of observation allows me to hazard a usually accurate guess as to whether a body houses a crest or not.
How the fuck do you figure that out?
With the knowledge of your father's actions and my own observations, I come to you with a warning. As a crest bearer, you are guaranteed to have certain talents. It is prudent to study your crest diligently to ensure your safe mastery of these talents, whatever they may prove to be.
No. I have no talent.
She can talk to animals.
Oh yes, you do. No matter how hard you may try to hide it, my sight is keener than that. And what I see, others will eventually notice as well. Those who hold power must wield it in the service of their fellow man, Miss Marianne. I believe that is true, whether you are peasant or noble. And doubly true, I would say, for those with crests. Or do you think I'm wrong? On principle alone, it is a waste to allow a rare talent to remain dormant. I would like very much to advise you to aid your understanding of your crest. Will you accept my offer?
No, I refuse.
That is regrettable. A veritable tragedy, Miss Marianne.
I mean, you're a little creepy sometimes. Gotta be honest. Okay, that is enough supports for now. Let's go exploring. Oh my god, there's so many people to talk to. Alright, let's go talk to Hilda for fish supplies. I think we actually probably have enough fish hanging out, I hope.
I wonder how far we can get with this plan. Dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in. Claude said it could use some refinement. Any ideas?
We could dress Claude as a woman.
Claude dressed as a woman? I don't understand what the point of that would be. On second thought, let's just stick to the plan as originally conceived. That seems safer.
Rude.
Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Do I not have those fish? Apparently not. Well, we might as well start on this top floor.
Each time we take a step forward, more blood is spilled. But by spilling that blood, we're able to take yet another step forward. War is always a cruel affair. But luckily, we have each other to lean on. We've steeled our hearts. We won't be broken.
Indeed. I'm glad we have
Couldn't agree
reliable
more.
allies.
Without them, we could never have made it this far. Oh, and about taking the fort, I'll need a tad more time to prepare our plan. It's called an impregnable fortress for a reason, after all. My contingencies need contingencies this time, or we may not pull it off.
Noted.
I think Hilda's quite a tactician, disguising ourselves as enemy soldiers to sneak in undetected. A stroke of brilliance.
Yeah.
With this strategy, we can really snatch victory from the jaws of deceit.
It's a good point.
With you leading our fighters, I've no doubt the Empire will suffer an embarrassing deceit.
Love you, buddy. You.
Please tell Claude not to give us any more ridiculous orders.
What did he do?
I've reached out through all of my channels, but there are limits to these things. I'll have to recruit an entire town's worth of people if I ever plan on making enough Imperial uniforms.
Sorry? I think it's a good plan. Probably.
Right.
Alright, we're gonna check the library. Hey, Ignatz.
The battle at Gronder Field was gruesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But perhaps it's irresponsible to look away. To close our eyes to the horrors of war.
Poor Dimitri was a mad dog.
As survivors, we must ensure that all these lives were not lost in vain. We must see the tragic foundations upon which we'll build our future. May an age of peace rise from the ashes, so that all this sacrifice means something.
I agree with you.
As
Hello,
I
Sophia.
suspected, they seem to be supporting the Imperial Army now. Though I don't quite know who they are yet.
The people who tortured you.
Nor do I know what tricks they'll use against us next. We can't afford to let our guard down.
Hey, Linhart.
There's word that Claude has developed a rather interesting stratagem to capture the fortress. You know Fort Mercius's nickname, I assume. The stubborn old general? But there must be one or two gaps in its defenses.
I think the safe bet, yeah.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my
Yeah, you and
past.
Hanuman are both from the Imperial Empire, huh?
Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it. That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
Yeah.
Fort Mercius is the Empire's single most fortified military installation. Utterly impregnable, they say. I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Mercius?
Stubborn old general.
Indeed, a very good answer. But of course, you know that. Seems Fodlands give everyone and everything a nickname. Why, you were called the Ashen Demon. Myself, I have been called the Father of Crestology, which is a nickname as well as a title, I suppose.
I guess. Kind of a pompous nickname. Alright, good thing I still have the Crest of Flames, you know, just checking.
Let's see.
Hey, Cyril.
Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see.
What?
But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see.
You could detect any movements in
I suppose
advance.
I could see a whole horde of enemies coming and run away. That's kind of useful, at least. Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
Good for you, buddy.
Some say they saw Gilbert, who used to serve in the Knights of Seros, at Gronder.
I did not see him.
Apparently, he was originally a Knight of the Kingdom, who served Prince Dimitri. He was an exceptional knight. I wish I could have fought by his side.
I didn't see him. Seth's chilling in here? Yep.
Fort Mercius is a keep that was constructed to defend the imperial capital, Enbar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy.
Good.
Whatever strategy you have in mind, I have faith that it will lead to victory.
Alright, let's go down. No in dormitories. Over to the cathedral then. Today is the choir festival. Alright, well, we're gonna do this. Just for the support points.
This is no...
Oh, Hanuman got E faith. Or E plus faith, I mean.
Really?
Really?
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please bless the deceased with peace everlasting, and may his soul rest in tranquility.
Whose soul?
You know, I used to see him praying quite often when I would come to the cathedral at night. I wonder who it was he prayed for back then.
Are you talking about Yuritsa? I assume so.
Professor, so many people died in the battle at Gronder. And here we are, preparing for the next battle as if nothing happened the day before. It's almost easier to think about war as theater, with the stage an entire continent.
Aye. The actors die, the show goes on.
If an accident happens on stage, the next day's performance must be unaffected. Everyone just pretends like everything is fine, focusing on their role in the play.
Yes.
Let's check the confessional box really quick. Lead by example and show the world what you're capable of. Hello, monk.
I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. There's no place for our kind there anymore.
What do you mean, our kind?
But there are still many inside Empire territory who haven't abandoned their faith in the Church of Saros. I pray that one day we'll get the chance to rebuild the church within the Empire.
Good luck. Dog is punching the door again, of course he is.
Fort Mercius is old and strong. Its reputation for durability is equal to that of Aryan Road. Are we really going to leave this to Claude? With a plan concocted by Hilda of all people?
I have a little
would
faith.
like to, but I'm always troubled by how secretively that man devises his schemes. Let us hope the end result is not too outlandish.
It'll be okay.
Camp, my relationship with the Boar Prince began even before I was born. He was always by my side. You might even say that, at one time, we were best friends.
It didn't even occur to me. Yeah, Annette, Mercedes is praying for Dimitri. What do you mean, best
I
friends?
couldn't fathom the depth of his hatred for the Empire. So much anguish. Could I have saved him? Could I have stopped him?
I don't think so. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah,
Hey,
Mercedes was just talking about she saw Dimitri praying, but he's gone now. Unfortunately. Silver Gauntlets Plus. Raphael, you want to go punch stuff? He who strikes first, you know. I think he should do fine here. Probably.
Can't afford to lose.
Yep, he's doing fine so far. He's still doing fine. Doesn't seem like there's going to be a whole lot of people able to stop him. That's a crit.
Can't afford to lose.
Raphael's too powerful. Immediate crit.
No chance.
Goodbye. Thanks for the silver gauntlets. Plus. Very nice. Alright.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Nah.
What?
Doesn't matter how sturdy the keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Mercius. All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
True.
Right.
How you feeling, Bernie?
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon.
Sorry.
And assaulting that huge keep. That sounds hard. Oh, really hard. Don't you think it'll be hard?
It's gonna be
I
tough.
knew you think so. I knew you... Ow! Oh, ow. Can't believe I tried to hook you through the door.
It'll be okay, Bernie. Damn it, I'm stuck. Let's go harvest the greenhouse. Does not seem I got any useful item. Huh. Unfortunate. Okay, prune them. Yellow flower seeds.
Hey!
Why don't we do a little bit of fishing really quick, just to, try and get whatever Hilda needed. I'll be right back.
The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food.
True.
But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
That is very sad. What the fuck? Why would you say that?
No.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea.
You got a better one?
I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. Not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
We'll come back. It'll be fine. Noah fruit. What do I need for the quest here? Aramid goby and Albinian herring. Do you sell these? Nope. I sworn I had those, but I guess not.
Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Tell your friends.
Hey, Anna. Free stuff. Little bits and pieces of free stuff. Always good.
Professor.
Okay.
Hey there! We merchants of the Alliance territories were excited to hear of your victory in the last battle. We don't much like the prospect of doing business under the heel of the Empire. The Alliance is what we know and love. But more than that, it's low on regulations, which is great for business.
I see.
Please keep up the good work, Professor. The merchants of the world are on your side.
Sure. Didn't know I was fighting for capitalism, but...
Claude takes care of the strategy, you direct the troops, and the rest of us focus on the fighting. As long as the system keeps working, we can win any battle, no matter the odds. That's what everyone's saying, anyway. Hope you can keep up with our expectations, Professor.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
After the battle at Gronder, some people claim they saw my father. They said he walked off the battlefield clutching His Highness's dead body.
I'm sorry.
So long as Father's alive, I don't need anything else. I hope to see him again one day.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't want to kill anyone, and I didn't kill any. Well, I killed them. Random faceless soldiers, I guess. Whoops. I didn't kill anyone with a name, okay?
Wow, I hardly recognize everyone. Their faces have changed so much. More experience in the eyes, and more pain.
You say with a smile on your face.
I'm glad that they're stronger, but I hate to think they've all become hardened killers. Look after them, okay? Try to keep them on the straight and narrow.
Sure.
Professor, among our prisoners of war, there were quite a few people who served His Highness. One of them stated that the Empire was involved with the tragedy of Dusker. If this is true, His Highness's motives seem clear. I can't help but feel that perhaps I should have been fighting by his side.
Yeah, sorry about that. I wooed you over with gifts. Why is that?
Because I too lost someone to that tragedy. The most important person in my world. Those of us still on this plane of existence will carry the torch. The inhumane actions of the Empire must not be repeated.
We'll put them down, don't worry about it. But unfortunately, Dimitri was a mad dog.
I never used to care whether I lived or died, but after seeing so much death firsthand,
I now realize how precious life truly is. I'm
Aye.
ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little.
You're here now. Hey, Sylvain.
So, you know, Professor, laying siege to a keep is like asking a girl out on a date. First, you get past her defenses, then you make your move.
That's not the best analogy.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm a seasoned veteran at this kind of thing. Girls, I mean. I've never actually, you know, captured any keeps. Anyway, you know more about tactics than me, so I don't know why I'm offering you advice.
You gonna say anything about Dimitri, or no? Okay.
Professor, I have a question for you. Have you heard of the Death Knight? I'm referring to that Imperial general who has been operating under that moniker.
Yeah, it's Yuritsa.
Nothing is certain yet, but I get the feeling we'll have to face him soon enough. Nothing is certain.
What happened? No, I don't know him. Sorry. I have stolen a few dark seals from him, but...
Edelgard, Dimitri, and our own Claude. All the house leaders from way back when, assembled again at Gronder. I wonder what their thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
Kill every last one of them! Was Dimitri's, unfortunately. Edelgard's was probably, I'm a bad person. You don't like me. I guess I'll make my own way.
I've heard the dues passed on, just like His Highness.
What, really? Oh. I can't know that for certain.
I did hear that his body was never found. If somehow he's still alive, I hope we'll meet again.
Me too. He seemed like a nice guy. Amiibo gazebo. Real quick. Right over here. This is not the Amiibo gazebo. But there is something free over there. I was half right. One day I'll find the Amiibo gazebo on the first try. It's right here. Mithril. Nice. Chest key. Decent. Breathvelg blend. Chest key. Silverfish. Scary in Minecraft, but good to have here. Albinian moose. My favorite kind of meat. Moose meat, as you're well aware. And a boa fruit. Cool. Hey, Flame.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle. How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
Yeah, I hope so. I guess we'll see. Hey, Ferdy.
Teacher, Dimitri, the late Prince of Fargus. He despised the Empire with all his heart. He should not have tried leading an army while his emotions were holding him captive.
Leaders are people too.
If a leader's emotions overcome them, others must step in to prevent poor decision-making. Why did his followers not intervene? His attendants? I used to call Edelgard my leader, and now she is running amok. I am duty-bound to stop her.
We will stop her. Petra?
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising.
Because it's like hunting?
Hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries.
Solid point. Raphael?
Professor, you know when you work your muscles and they start screaming? That means you gotta be nice to them. If your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them. And let them rest when they're tired.
What about if my back hurts 24/7?
Of course! If my muscles hurt, then I hurt. If they're hungry, well then I'm hungry too. What's with the confused face, Professor? You look like you don't get a word I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you can fix my back for me, that'd be great. Okay, a lot of people want to eat. How about these two?
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
I would like that. I like sweets. Get these two fed and motivated real quick. Cool. Leone and Sedith. It looks like a lot of our students are pretty dang motivated right now, which is good. It is good.
That...
The flavor.
Full menu. Flane and Raphael.
This is...
When it comes to food, I don't...
Okay. Bernie does not want that, huh? Or that, apparently. Anywhere. No one likes small fish skewers. Or fried crayfish. We are running out of ingredients, aren't we? That is a problem. That is an issue.
It's...
Okay, Dorothea and Ferdinand.
Sharing a meal with your
Got two left. I do not like that. Are you cool with this? Negative. Okay. Again, no. Are you neutral on this at least, Manuela? Damn you. Okay, this works.
My apologies and...
Okay, last one. We are running out of ingredients pretty badly. Thankfully, yeah, everyone's back to full motivation now. Which is a good...
Ooh.
That?
Cool. We have the support with Lysithea right here.
Professor. Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor.
I don't know what I did,
I'm
but
gonna
sure.
keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead.
You should get some rest. Don't wear yourself out.
I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
She claps. Oh no.
I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time.
What do you mean? You've been saying that for
I
ages.
believe I've mentioned that House Ordelia was, at one time, being controlled by people from the Empire. During that time, strange people, mages perhaps, came and performed rituals on all the youth within my family. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, till the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that 2 crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most. Perhaps less.
I'm so sorry.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass.
It's too soon to give up.
It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Let's try to find a way to undo it.
Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crest.
We will find a way.
You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
We gotta save her. We gotta find a way to save her.
Pardon me, I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to the monastery's dining hall. Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help you guys out, even just a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Thanks, homie. Okay, starting things off. I don't know if we're gonna get her up to the required level of horse riding in time, but we're gonna friggin' try, man.
Don't stop.
We're gonna try. It'll work. Maybe. Maybe it'll work. Hilda's doing okay on it. Okay. You.
Of course.
I mean, you have a 50% shot at it right now, but it probably would not hurt for me to try and boost it on my end as well. You're fine. You probably need better reason to be certain to become a Grimory. Okay, now we're probably just gonna dump authority onto people at this point, but here, you can have some heavy armor.
That was this is what you really.
Authorities B. That might be good enough. Cool. Good. Almost A+ on you, Jesus. Good. Good. Really good. Awesome. Almost A rank. So close. I think we still have Lysithia and Hilda on horses, right? Yep, that's fine.
There's something I'd like to ask you.
Seeing the cathedral in such a rundown state makes me feel sorry for the goddess. As soon as this war's over, I'm going to devote myself to making... We should paint a beautiful mural on the ceiling.
That might work.
Ignatz likes that idea. Brawling in heavy armor, axe in heavy armor. You do not need axes. You are our only brawler right now. Manuela would like to speak with you. Okay.
So I said, 2 can play at that game.
3 can play at that game. 4 can play at that game.
I told him, a small-time little weasel like you ought to be begging me for attention. Oh, it gets me so mad, so worked up. Why aren't there any men around here who understand what a catch I am? Come to think of it, you've always been nice to me. I mean, you listen to all my problems. I feel like I can really trust you. I don't have that kind of thing with a lot of people.
You're a close friend, I guess.
Right, I got it. I knew you'd say we were just friends.
Oh, well.
I'd like to maybe talk about this once the war is over. Once we're all safe. All right, enough of this moping around. What we need is a change of mood. We've still got a lot to do together. When I think about that, what are 1 or 2 men?
What's wrong?
What's wrong is, it's not just 1 or 2 men, it's more like 100 men, maybe even 200, more! I'm completely... Oh, I can't get out of this mood!
Sorry?
Actually, I've got an idea. Exercise will help.
Okay.
I'm going to the training ground. Come on and give me a hand. Gonna work my anger out on 100 training dummies. Maybe 200 if we've got them.
I mean, it's an idea. Whose birthday is it? It's Annette's birthday? Here you go.
Thank you.
With you on my... Any...
Good. A+ flying.
Some things you can't learn in
Alert
a
stance
book.
plus.
This is making sense.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So we're gonna go fight, I think, next time. We have 1 paralog. So not a whole lot of fights we can do, but it is something. Really quick. What are we looking at for supports? Oh good, these 2 got B rank. Good. And these 2 got A rank. Really good. Excellent. That is what I was hoping for. Cool. That's great. Alright, we are gonna save, and we're gonna try and get Felix to be a Mortal Savant again. I wouldn't hold my breath on it, but... be good. Give it a shot, dude. Nope. Well, that didn't work. We are gonna end things off for this time really quick, before I forget. Store those. You deserve to have these, since you did win them. I mean, honestly, you deserve probably the Dragon Claws too, because who else is going to use them? Probably no one. So you can have them. It's a lamppost shield. I don't remember getting this. Divine Protection for Steve. Ooh, that's useful. Not on him, but it's useful. Could be good on our buddy Ferdinand. Equip. And we still have the Theros shield and an Aegis shield, which is on me. Halves monster damage. Who doesn't have something equipped and wants their HP restored every turn? What does the Raphael gem do again? Nullifies attack effectiveness. Pretty good. Pretty good. Leone, I don't know if you want your HP returned every turn. Couldn't hurt. Yeah, why not? Store. Keep the bow, I guess. Why not? Not gonna hurt to have it, you know. Okay, you're fine on equipment for sure. How's Claude doing? Pretty bad. Grab that, why don't you? Steel bow plus. That should be good. You're doing okay enough, I suppose. You're okay. Can we give you a better lance? don't have a relic, huh? Weird. I can give you an Iron Lance Plus or a Silver Lance Plus. You might need the Silver Lance to deal with all of the things you're going to be too underleveled to deal with. Oh boy. Okay, I think we're good here. Yeah. Okay, we're going to end things off for this time. Next time we're going to be doing some battles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.